Hi everyone, welcome back to the craft room. Today's card is going to be using the Advent Calendar Day 11, which I've already opened, and it is this absolutely gorgeous little tortoise, some grass and some stems. When I opened this, Rabbit decided to jump down onto the desk and this all went flying. And I found these bits and I thought I might be missing something because these look like flower stems, and I thought, well, the flowers are this are a dye somewhere. So I looked and I did actually tidy up everything, which was nice because at least it's all tidy now. But I couldn't find anything else, so I ended up having to contact Chris and see if she'd opened hers and ask her what she had in there. And this is what's in there. So I wasn't missing anything. So I spent a long time looking around for a non-existent dye, but I did tidy up. I had to move around. I've got my Sizzix machine here now instead of there. So I'm thinking that might make it easier. And I found this. I got some batteries put into my little desk hoover, which I've not used for about, I don't know, 8 months. It's had no battery in it. And I put in what I use most in there. So each time I use it, I'm going to go like that and put it in there so I know where it is. How long that goes on for is anybody's guess. It might last for 2 minutes. It might last forever. You never know. Anyway, let's get back on with this. What I also pulled out, some more Gummiapan dyes. And I'm going to do a few of the pots. And from these, which are the little freebies that you get, I'm going to do some of the sprouts. So that's the Gummiapan ones. And I also have just taken delivery of a Sizzix Black Friday offer, and I bought a few bits, and this was one of them, and I thought I would use that as the grounding. So let me see what that looks like and what sort of size it is, because it might be a bit too big, it might not. We'll have a look. Those 2 bits. So if I've got my, he's going to be there with some grass and stuff, and then the pots here. So I think that'll be all right. Couple of layers. Is that all of it? Nope, and there's that bit. So that gives us 3 layers. So I'm going to get some die cutting done. I'm going to do everything in white, I think. Oh, I pulled out some white card and some black card in case I want to do a matte layer. And I'm going to get this all die cut in white because I'm going to do some colouring. So let me find some scraps of white and I will get these cut and I'll be right back. So there's all the pieces. I've cut him 3 times because I'm just going to do a bit of layering on him. I'm not going to layer anything else, I don't think. Let me just get those out of there. So I'm going to get some colouring done. And I thought I would talk through the colouring just a little bit. In case you're interested. If you're not, you can always whiz through. let's see the first colours. Okay, so I pulled out some yellow greens and some more of a bluey green. I'm going to do these in 3 shades. I'm not going to do any shading on there because they're going to build up anyway. So I'm going to do dark, medium and the lightest one on top. So I would do that. I don't have to do all of it because that's going to cover it up like that. I might just do that bit there. So medium is this one. And this will be the lightest one. So that's our piece of grounding. And these ones I'm going to do the same. I might not use all of these, but I'm going to colour them. I'm going to do them the same colour because they are going to be on there. So starting with the dark, I'm just going to do some flicks up from the bottom because that's where it would be shaded the most. And then I'm going to just do under the leaves. And under there, under there, just do a couple of flicks up, and then with the next colour in, I do a few more flicks up, going over the top of what we've already done to help it blend. And then the final one, I'll do the same, go over the whole lot, because that will help it to blend more and it will put the highlights in. So first piece done, and I'll show you on the little one and then I'll zoom through the others. So same thing, flick up from the bottom and where the shadows are going to be. They're small pieces, so you're not going to be too precious about it all. And then highlight at the top. That's that one done. Let me get these other two done. So those 4 done. Now I'm going to get my blue greens and I'm just going to do these little sprouts a different colour. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and I think this is broccoli, but I'm still going to use it. So darkest one, put with the stem, and I'm just going to do a little dark bits like that. Not too worried about it all. They're too tiny to worry too much about. And then with the light one, just go over the top. Just go over all of it. It will do a bit of blending for you as well. So there's one piece. Let me just get the top of him done. That's it. 2. 3. 4. Just a bit on him as well. There we go. So that's those done. Let's get the pots done. So I've pulled out some browns because I'm going to do the tortoise in the brown and greens as well. So I think this is going to be our dark. That's going to be our mid. And this one is going to be, oh, that's a bit light. That's all right. This one is going to be our light. Yep. So for these, there's going to be a little bit of a shadow where the top of the one meets the bottom, and then I'm just going to do some flicks from one side and the other just to give the impression of a shape on it. And then a light one at the end over the whole lot, and that'll do blending for you. So first one done, these other two done exactly the same way. Not going to overly worry about them because they're so tiny, but just a thin line there, bit of shading either side. And the medium. And then the light. And if you let the alcohol marker dry, it'll change a bit as it dries, so if you don't like what you've done, at least wait until it's dried before you do anything else with it. But you can do something else with it. If you don't like the colour, alcohol markers will glaze over each other, so if you wanted that more of a red colour, you could glaze over the whole thing in a, not a dark red, but in a red colour, and it would keep the shade in that you've already done. So you can bear that in mind as well. So that's that done. So let's just do these little doohickeys here. I'm not going to worry about anything on them apart from a single colour. So let's go for the dark, and I'm just going to do them like that. I'm not really sure what they're sprouts of, but I'm only calling them sprouts because that's what Chris called them. So I've got no idea. I just said stems. So those 4 done. And now let's get the little turtle done. So he is going to be cut into 3 times, I think. So I'm going to colour his bottom on here, his shell on here, and then just the bottom of the shell on there. So he's going to be, I'm thinking a green bottom. So I've got a very light and a little bit darker. Is that going to meld into that too much? I might rethink this and do his bottom in this colour. So, darkest one first. He's going to be dark where his shell meets. This is not a very good nib on that pen. So he's going to be dark here where his shell meets his body. That little leg is going to be darker because it's at the back. Equally so with that little leg. We'll put a little bit on their toe, on his toes, and a little bit underneath his head, and over the whole lot with the light one. The only other thing I'll do is I'll go around his shell just so we cover up the white. So that's him done. So with his shell, what are they like? They're like light dark and then a bit darker in the middle, aren't they? So let me grab out another dark. So how dark is that? So we got dark, a bit lighter, and lighter still. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little shape in there and there, like that. This is what I think. That's what I think their shells look like. Not absolutely sure. And then it's a bit lighter. And then it's right there. So over the whole lot. That's what I think they look like. And we'll do, on this one, we will do this dark like that. And then lighter like that. Actually, that's too light. Let's do a bit darker on there. Like that. Let's cut him apart and stick him together. So I'm going to cut his shell off. I'm going to take that bottom piece as well. And I'm going to just colour that a little bit. Just to cover over the white. And let's stick that on. There we go, and I'm just going to cut this bit off here. So there are pips all along just holding it in, so just cut the pips. That's what I love about Gummiapan, is they make this so easy to do the stacking. go. Put some glue on there. And it's going to go on there. So there's him. Don't know if he's the right colour for a tortoise, but he's our tortoise and that's what colour he is. So, right, let me pop these away and then we'll get their little element put together. So, I've left a few bits off of there. Let me. I didn't do that very well at all, did I? Better. Oh, I want that, don't I? Okay, so I just need to touch up that because there's a bit of white showing there, which I don't like. Okay, let's get this bit stuck first. So, it's our base. He's going to be on there. Put a bit of grass on. So I have a couple of long bits there, I think. Or a long bit and a short bit. There, and another long bit there, and these pots are going to be here with their little seedlings in, but we're going to have a bit of a twist on it, so let me glue these in first. That. He is also going to have some of that in there. So I'm just going to chop his mouth. He's going to have one of these little leaves in there, like that. I think we might just do the teeny one. Why do I do this to myself? Right, let me just blob a bit of glue on there and hope that that holds. Just holds it in place for us for a while. So, where'd that other leaf go? So, as our little scene, let me get some of this stuck down. I don't think I'm going to use those little bits, am I? Let's have a look. No, I don't think so. Save those for later. So there's the little scene. I am going to make the card base and a matte layer, and then I'm going to see how I'm going to put it on there. So pop that there, get this made. To just build him up just a little bit. I'll get some scraps out of the bin, because why not? So saves on foam tape if, like me, you don't have the money to buy it all the time and you'd rather spend your money on dies. I'm just going to put those on there just to get that up to a bit of a level. Don't know that I'm going to put any on there. I might just bend that back and stick it, actually. Yes. Right, to pop that back, pop those back, and that. I'm thinking I want to put some glossy accents on his shell. What do we think? Shine him up a little bit. So that's today's card. How cute is that little tortoise? Don't you just love him? Those glossy accents will dry a bit clearer. I will use him a lot, I'm sure, because I think he's the sweetest little thing. I hope you enjoyed it today and I didn't waffle on too much. If you, I think in some of you might like me talking about the colouring, others would like it to just whiz through with some music. So I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do a bit of both, so that more people will be happy about it. So I'll do a bit of both. Okay, that's it for this time. Day 11. I will see you for day 12 tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later. Okay, bye.